Hello, and welcome back to another episode of One Idiot, One Console, because the other one's at work. Clearly we're going into a bad tide. Alright. So there were a couple of things... I've got this ready. Is there somewhere for the water to go? Yes. Cool. Just double checking. Oh, I could speed that up. Double checking some of the stuff that I'm building based off of the comments of Music specifically, who, if you're new here, is like, Music knows what's going on. I don't pretend to, for the most part. Alright. That should be what I need. Cool beans, and then hopefully we can get this done before the bad tide. Well, I don't think it's going to matter if we can get this part done before the bad tide. Theoretically, it'll just go in other directions. It won't be able to get to there, so that's fine, whatever. Alright, so I just won't use this space anymore. What else do I need to do? Yeah, so I can mark all of these for cutting. As per usual, there's not, like, particularly a plan for this episode. We're just kind of rolling. We will get there when we get there. Do I have more set up to build yet? No. Oh yeah, because I've got all of the top ones done. Oh yeah, carrot storage, that was one of the things I need to do. Which... Sorry in advance, anyone that screams at me in the comments about doing anything dumb. I... specifically... or, like, should make sure that doesn't do what it's gonna do. Whoop. Guess that works. I did that stupid. Hang on. Hoping to let a little bit more in before the bad tide gets close, but I'm fully expecting to not be able to. Yeah, alright. It is what it is. Okay. Anyway. Let me make sure these guys aren't going to go into the water to build anything. They might go in over here, so let's go ahead and pause you. I batch film all of this, so if I do something stupid in one episode, there's a very good chance that I'm going to also do the same stupid thing in the next episode. It's just gonna, like... I will get there. But I read all of the comments on every video. So if you're ever thinking about leaving a comment and you're like, I don't know if he's gonna read it, I will read it. I read all of them. Man, it's been a couple of days since I played this, because, my dad was in town. And so I was hanging out with him this whole time, and I'm like, I looked up in the top left, I was like, I've got scrap already? I got to a lot of stuff. Hell yeah, me. Okay. Then the question becomes, what the hell am I doing? Oh, perfect, and we've got this going now. Which hopefully means I'll get a ripple effect going here, which is what I'm hoping for, is that these will grow up at about the same time that they cut down this last bit here. Hi, baby. The cat's back. Oh, this is a long bad water thing. Should I pause these? I'm gonna pause these until I absolutely don't, like, can't not have them anymore. Which means I've got one guy to go there, which is perfect. I am going to bump up the working hours, per Music's suggestion, because, like I keep saying, Music has more idea what's going on than I do. I don't pretend to be anywhere near as good at this game as Music is. Alright. So I've got that started. I intended on getting another one, I bet. That's probably fine for now, but I should start marking, so I know right here, and then it can go all the way up to there, so I'll go ahead and mark that all out for Spatterdock. Including up here, even though right now it's kind of messy. Alright, did I get everything? Looks like yes. Perfect. And then I've also got the way down. That's good. Good, good. Alright. We'll see how well this keeps us in wood. Which, I mean, hell, we've got... half of our storage is full now. I'm gonna have to start working on the bigger storages at some point. What do I need for these again? Just gears, planks, and wood? Oh, that's not that bad, actually. And I've got the gear workshop going in pretty soon. Go ahead and start that up. And now we wait. Alright, yeah, they are flying through that water, so... which is unfortunate. Oh yeah, and then the other thing... I should probably get a hauler's post going at some point, especially if I'd like this stuff to move anywhere else. This is gonna be rough to get rid of this bad water, though. It's gonna get stuck in this area, which I guess it should be fine. It'll mostly just flush through the system, and right now we don't have anybody in the water, so it's probably not a big deal, but... that will get annoying at some point here. Well, we've got enough food to last through if we need to, like if we run out of water, so that's fine. I'm not too worried about that. I'm a little bit more worried about the trees, but we've only got 5 days left, so it should be fine. We'll find out. So yeah, I think the next thing I want to work on is water storage, and then getting the water storage full. So what do I need for that? If I want to build medium tanks, I need the gears, which is probably why I put down the gear workshop in the first place. There goes the water, predictably. So, what do I have left? Planks. I am generating planks. And I have the wood to generate planks, so it's basically just a waiting game. Yay! That's fine. How many builders do I have right now? I could throw you in here for the moment. So yeah, we're back. Making sure they're not going to end up in the water over here. If you guys do go that way, don't do that one. Let's maybe raise the priority a little bit of this. Because the planks are going somewhere. Let's see if I have anything else on higher priority than just neutral. Doesn't seem like it. Oh, I've already got a medium water tank placed down and everything. Doesn't have any of the stuff it needs so far, but that's fine. We'll get there in time. Almost wonder if maybe I should try to set up like a bad water pump real quick and get some bad water while we have it just readily flowing by. Because, like, yeah, eventually I'm going to get up here and do something with that, but... if I take this down this way, and then down this way... yeah, that won't go where I want it to. I feel like I could definitely just blow a river section through here, though, and send it off the map. The idea, or what I like to do, is try to send the bad water either off the map or cap the source, so that I don't have to worry about it later. Man, everything is, like, dry and dead. Okay, I'm all the way zoomed out. I thought I could zoom out further. I was sitting here scrolling the wheel like, hey, what? Let's see if these are gonna die. Oh yeah, 11 days, and we've got 2 more days left of bad tide, so that won't be a big issue. That's good. How close are we to this? Not too bad. And then I'll probably let them fill up this one with gears first. We'll see if this, I don't think this can support both of these things, so we might have to wait until the bad tide's over, but that's fine. Bad tide will be over shortly. just need to keep the stuff in this area from getting contaminated, specifically the trees. Oop. And we're out of water. Cool. Well, nobody died the last time we were out of water for like 2 days, so... we will get there when we get there. So what else could I work on? I can make more housing. I don't know if I want to do that yet. I'm good on food, but I'm not good enough on the water production that I'm confident in that. Already working on getting this whole area cordoned off, which once I've got that done, I think I'm probably going to delete these so that they have to run through the water, which would be nice. Oh, no. Maybe? Because then I want to... Brain processing. 2 seconds. Yeah, no, I think it'll be fine. I'll just want to replace this with floodgates so that way I don't lose a ton of water out this way, and then I'll just leave these set to, like, dam height. Eventually I'll replace them with sluices. In the other series that we were doing, I figured out how great sluices are. Or, well, I didn't figure out how great sluices are. As per usual, music told me. And music is awesome at this game. Okay, you. So you're just full up on logs, that's the problem. Yeah, it's definitely time for a hauler's post. I could probably put that over here. I don't really have the beavers to support it right now, but that's fine, I'll work on that in a minute. That needs plank sand logs. Cool. That's fine, we'll get there when we get there. Alright, and then we'll finally be done with the bad tide in a couple hours here. In-game hours, of course. What's this guy doing? Oh. Fair enough. I do feel bad for them when they're stuck out super late and end up not getting any sleep because of it, but I'm also like, I mean, you could have just stopped. You didn't have to. Yep, and that's all dead. Alright. I'm gonna see how much of this is gonna filter out first. Which once I can get this area cordoned off, I won't even need this, so I'll just probably replace it with levees, huh? Or I could just flood this whole area. I don't know, I'll think about it. Alright, I just want this area to not be completely red. Like, let's get some green starting over here. I also might just have to flush it straight through, which should be fine. Either way, I'll do this tomorrow. In-game. Yeah, it seems fine at this point. Alright. So we gotta start by lowering it slowly, because as I've learned repeatedly, you end up with some problems if you don't. See if that works. The other suggestion is also slowing it down because the water physics work a little bit better when they're slowed. Which I'll go ahead and unpause you. And you. Not that anybody got near that one. Alright, and then theoretically, this is fine now. Seems like it. Alright, and then this is great because now we can... eventually we'll be able to just flood this area. And between that and all of the land that we just got here, we'll have a lot more that we can grow crops with and just do everything useful. Which is perfect. Construction lacks materials. Yeah, not a surprise. Alright, cool. So now we got that going. They're replanting. 4 beavers have nothing to do. I don't think I need... well, I can put another one here. Could also unpause this. Yeah, let's get the hauling post going. Because then I can start making some stuff a little bit more efficient here. So, put a little... I know I'm kind of in my tree cutting area, but... Oh shit, wrong one. Small warehouse. Alright. Gears supply. Planks obtained. Voila. And then because those only cost a couple of logs, I'm going to go ahead and raise the priority of these resources, and I'm also going to come over here and set this to supply, because that is the end goal for this. Which probably what I'm going to do is build a whole bunch of storage for it somewhere, and then delete it later. Alright, we're starting to gain water back. We did run a little low on crops, so I'm happy I didn't build any extra houses. That's fine. Theoretically, we're not going to do that again. Yep, now we're waiting on the hauler post. Which is fine, that'll be done momentarily. As long as this isn't sucking up all the gears, which actually I do want it to not do that, so... Or planks, rather. Productivity at 21%. Yeah, which it would help a lot if they didn't have to go all the way down there, but that's fine, we'll get there in the end. At least I don't have to run... Well, at least they won't get clogged with planks. Alright, let's go see how close we are. Oh, now I've got 2 workshop... Ah, people did die of thirst, damn. I thought I did okay. I'm sorry. I failed you. Hopefully this isn't gonna do what it did last time. Alright, 3 empty workspaces. Lumber, lumber, lumber. That could be a problem. Alright. So we'll take one of you out of there. And pause 2 of these. That should be all spaces filled. Which I don't know, we don't really need these guys all the way out here anyway, actually. Thinking about it. And that guy's pretty... God damn it, stop slamming me with them. I'm gonna need windmills sooner than later. Alright, I might want to just start setting that up. So I only need 120 for that. That's gonna be planks and... Alright. Where do I want to put this? Maybe up here I could make a little bit of an industrial district. It's gonna be... I don't care if it'll be green later right now. It just needs to happen. Okay. Let's pause for a second. So I can plan without worrying about it. Alright. And then I'm gonna want... Let's put the windmills in first if I can. So that can't go there, but that can go there. See if I can put another one there. No, I cannot. That's good. How much do these generate again? 150. Yeah, that should be good for a little while. Alright, so we'll start that out. They should be able to get around the back of these, so I should be able to just connect them now. Which is good. How close are we to the hauler's post? 5 out of 10 planks. I'll let that happen, and then these are going to be the next highest priority. And then we'll go ahead and set a little path up. What am I doing? Putting down this. And then I do just want to clear this area, so clear cut. Alright, and then the next thing that I'm going to want to set up is Well, I'll wait until they've gotten all of this done first. Got about 2 days until the lumber mill. Yeah, we're doing bad in the water department too. Alright. I know this is not how I should be putting the path in, but right now it's just kind of emergency protocol. Let's go. Let's go ahead and get this in and pumping. This is fun. Go ahead and give this its own little water supply right there. 7 out of 10. I've got 3 more planks right now, so that'll be done in 2 seconds. Oh yeah, I need to probably boost the priority of everything over here as well. Actually, that should not be at that high of a priority. This should be at the next one down. There we go. 4 out of 12. 2 more days. 3 more planks. Yeah, this is gonna be a fucking problem if we can't get enough water going here. What the hell is happening? Productivity is at 75%, producing one every like 3 hours. Or not 3 hours, every like third of an hour. This is a really inefficient way to have connected this. That kind of sucks. Maybe I should have done one of these. Whoops. Now, with any luck, we're going to have the hauler's post done here in a second, and that will be equally helpful. Alright, come on, guys. Presume we all want to live, right? This one's going to join emergency priority. Eh. It'll just be inefficient. Okay, I might need to boost the priority over here as well, because this is getting to be obnoxious. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and pause you. You will become our first hauler. Hopefully. Nope, there's 5 work. Shit, people just died. Okay, so what now? Hauler's post. Oh, yeah, that would do it. Makes sense, never mind. Let's go ahead and pause 2 of these so that they go haul, which will be helpful. Perfect. I want to get that one out of here. Alright. And they've started up here, which is good. I've got 2 more planks, which is going to be a bit of an issue if we can't get some more going. I am going to make one of these emergency priority because this is going to be kind of a bitch if we can't get it done. This might be where we die. I really hope not. I don't think I got any of the stuff I was trying to get done over here done. Yeah, this can go ahead and pause for now. Frankly, I don't want it soaking up all of my resources. Alright, we're close. If we could just get... Ah, damn, the planks actually is going to be the problem. Alright, so we've got 7 planks right now, plus 5, that'll be 12. We need 8 more. How quickly do you produce planks? Productivity is okay. Produces planks at about 1 every hour-ish. We've got 21 working hours in the day. I don't think he's gonna work all 21 of those, but we should theoretically get like 10 planks out of him. So, that'll do. That'll do. We have builders, right? Yes, we do. Maybe we cut down on them to get more haulers. I don't know. Isn't Akita a type of dog? I don't think it's spelled like that. Alright, so on the bright side, everybody's not thirsty anymore. On the bad side, there's like no water. Yeah, I gotta start working on a water storage system. For right now, I'm mostly worried about, let's make sure all of everything happens here, especially and specifically this. Okay, so we only need 5 more right now, which that may well be somebody coming with another batch of planks, but we've got 2 that I know for sure are made. Are they distributing between these? No, they're only focused on the one because I raised the priority. That's good. So we've got 2. Somebody's already grabbed 2, probably. I think it looks like we're going to do it. In theory, we're going to get this done here in a second. And as long as I can get one of these done before the bad water season happens, I at least have power. Which means I can continue to produce everything that I'm producing during the season. How close are we to these? 82%. 82% of like 30 days. Got about 6 days left on them. Yes. Good. Alright. So let's start by putting down the lumber mill. I'm going to start with just the one. Alright, perfect. So that's there. Go ahead and path that up. You know, if I can click the right button. Alright. I'm waiting until I see it. Until like the last second, you know. Which, I mean, see it over here. I don't want it to get into here. I'm worried about it contaminating. Alright, here it comes. Once I get past 7.5, it should start flowing out the other areas. Perfect. Woo! Have a drink, I almost just spilled it onto the keyboard. The, like, one thing you don't do. Alright, so if I stop these, I think they're all gonna die again. But also, I want to conserve water for as long as I can. Hopefully it's not going to contaminate over here. I can dream, right? Alright. There's only one left to fill. I might just let them fill that and then worry about it. So that stops being spooky. We're doing alright on wood still. Yeah, gonna be a minute before we've got the planks for that. I'm gonna go ahead and raise the priority of that. Which this is still going for the time being as well, so that's good. What am I doing? I need you and you. We'll make this logs, and we'll make this one planks. I really do need to set up central storage somewhere. Preferably not right here. Alright, now we got the bad water creeping up from the other side. I think eventually I'm going to move the dams down so that we don't have to worry about that as much. Like, it's not going to cause huge issues right now, but it's also not great. Alright. So I'm full up on water for now, so we'll go ahead and pause all three of you. We'll have you go here for your summer jobs. 9-day already. Alright, good. We do have a little bit of a ripple going here, which is primarily because I only have the one guy getting logs, which we're going to run low on that in a minute here. So let's go ahead and take one of you. You know what? Let's... Somebody get this done. And I already marked over here. Yep. Perfect. Hey! Oh, we're good. You're everywhere, buddy. Alright. We are still surviving. I need some more harvesting beavers. Because it takes longer to harvest than it does to plant, so let's go scoot you over there. Ah, damn, where'd he go? Now we'll leave that open, I guess. Yeah, I don't want to lower that. There we go. Let's set this one to supply. And this one to obtain. That's blueberries, and then I've already set up for grilled spatterdock. Oh good, I've got 2 power sources set up there even. One open job. Fair enough. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just pause you. Let's keep everything centralized for a little bit, shall we? Alright, our population seems to have recovered, so that's good. I've got 20 total workspaces open at the moment. I think it's about time I rotate the berry field. Go ahead and prioritize that building. So that our berry picker can just focus on getting as many berries as possible, because I am starting to get concerned about the food level. Alright, we are down 1 barrel of water, and it's been 1-ish day. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 more days until I need to turn the water back on, which will leave me like 3 days of draining this, and then potentially running out, so we'll find out. I would like to move this up there so we can get that beaver out of there, and then have an extra job open. That's good, we've got 2 windmills done, so that's 300 power. Oh, we finally got that water done there. Where is our other log storage? Because it's saying it's not full, which means there's other storage somewhere. Is that counting all of the stations? That might be counting all of the stations. Alright, well I guess I could get another log storage going. Maybe even 2. Yeah, I'd rather stock up now and have a ton of them. Actually, that one might just want to be neutral. But this is set to supply, yep. Alright, so once we get that done... Still iffy on the food situation. Lumber mill. Oh, that'll be the new one. Perfect. Alright, now we've got an extra beaver even, which I think I'm actually going to go dedicate toward picking some berries for now. Alright, let's see. As predicted, we've used about another one, so that's 4 more days. Yeah. Alright, I'm right. 3 days of panic. And then the next thing I'll need to get going here is a gravity battery, but that's going to be expensive in a couple of different ways. Yeah, I don't have the infrastructure to make that happen yet. Alright. I'm gonna see if there's a good spot for, like, future water storage shenanigans. Yeah, I think I might just use this basin here for water storage in the future. Which works. I wonder, if I were to build this really tall and include the water source, would it just fill constantly? Because that's what I would like. If I could make that happen, that would be excellent. I guess I could test it. Well, let's think about it, because, yeah, it would have to go somewhere. So as long as the water isn't leaving, it would just fill yeah, okay. I can do that. Alright. So I'm thinking I'm probably just going to build something around this to hold hella water and launch it down the river toward us, because eventually I would also like this area to be green. So, yeah, that'll do it. Getting low on water. That's lower on water than I would like to be. Yeah, we're doing okay on food. Do we not have any haulers? Then why is this yelling? Unconnected. Why is it unconnected? Because I didn't path it. There we go. Alright. No workplaces lack beavers. 20 beavers are in workplaces. Yeah, so I'm gonna throw some stuff off here in a minute when I need to turn the water back on, but for now, that should be fine. Oh, might as well speed stuff up a little bit. See how close to the wire I end up cutting it. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn these back on. Alright, so let's see who wound up with empty. Lumber mill is now empty, which I kind of need to happen, and of course it's the wood production. Alright, so we'll go ahead and take 2 from there, 1 from there. Do I still need 2 more jobs? Damn. Neither of these fields really have more berries than the other one. Yeah, that one's empty now. Alright, and then we don't need scrap right now, so we can stop with this. And there goes all the water. Alright. 4 days. This is bad. This is extremely bad. Alright. Now we start building other workplaces. That one. Again, I do know this is not the efficient way to do it. I'm about to fix it. Perfect. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and make myself a way down that way. Can I put a path over that yet? No. I've got 4 days left, I'm already out of water. Yeah, this might be it, guys. Oh, if this is the end of this run, I swear to God. Well, at least we've got an easier way to and from now. Building lacks power, yeah, that's not a huge surprise. Construction lacks materials would probably be this. Yep. Which next thing I'll need for that is a gear workshop, so I'll get, as per usual, we'll get there when we get there. I think I'm going to keep the beavers that aren't currently in jobs out of jobs, because I get the feeling we're going to be dead in like 5 minutes. Which actually I'm going to run this episode a little bit longer than I normally would, because I think we're going to be dead in like 5 minutes. So, oh boy, here we go. Yeah, I do not have faith in this run anymore. Oh, we were doing so well. I'm like, I don't feel like there's even really a point in doing anything else. I'm like, it's just waiting. We see how bad this goes. At least we got this up and running. I'm in such suspense, y'all have no idea. I'm like, either everyone dies now, in the next, like, day and a half, or somehow we make it through this, in which case, yay, but I am not anticipating the better of these options. Yeah, I really gotta get this thing going. We just need more water. Alright. It's not like they have anything else they're building. One day left. I've had somebody die of old age, but nobody died of the drought yet. I think they're all gonna start dying tomorrow, which is gonna be the biggest problem. Trollgar. 7 beavers doing nothing, that's fine. I would prefer that they continue to do nothing for the most part. But I actually think I'm gonna unpause a couple of these so that we can get this going as quickly as possible. 5 beavers, nothing to do. 3. Wanna go there. Alright, and then the one thing I don't want to do is wash bad water through here. So now we just need the bad water to hurry up and get out of the way. Once it stops being messed up over here, Oh, this is bad. Why are we hungry? Oh, fuck me. Oh yeah, we're fucked. Yep, here comes all the deaths from thirst. I'm just gonna let it in. Fuck it. Oh yeah, we're starting to die. Okay, so we've got everybody grabbing water. Hopefully in like 10 seconds here we're gonna have food. Yep. Okay, that's good. Somebody is indeed working here. Oh, how many are we down to? 14. Fuck. Alright, it is really important that we are able to get all of this stuff rolling. Oh, thanks, drought. Lovely. Pretty much everybody's working in there. We've got somebody getting some kind of food. Yeah, hunger's doing real bad. Oh, this sucks. I think this is going to be the end of this run. I really do. I'm going to run this episode until I know one way or the other. I just don't think with the drought that we're going to be able to save it. Okay, people shouldn't be dying of thirst. We've got water. Please stop. Yeah, this is definitely going to be the end. Alright, well. I can't really think of anything else that we should be doing, so I'm just gonna watch the world burn. This is bad. Oh, now we've got these. Yay. Died of hunger. Sick. That's not quite what I wanted. Well, okay, we're back in the nearly everybody not... Okay, we've got food. That's kind of a problem. Cool, that's somebody. Oh boy. Alright, we are in survival mode. Sorry, I'm being so quiet. I'm like very stressed right now. I'm trying to decide if this is worth continuing the run or if I think we're dead. Kind of debating just building stupid shit to try to raise, like, how well they're all doing. Because I figure if I just put some of this kind of thing in, you know, then at least the kids will grow up faster, you know? And I'll have more workers, and the workers that I do have will live longer. Like, I don't really expect this to help to a large degree, but, I mean, it'll do something. This is very, very much a last-ditch effort, if you couldn't tell. There we go. If I survive this, this might actually have been a blessing in disguise, because at this point I've got few enough beavers that the food and the other infrastructure that I have will still work. Which I know they don't really have the ability to plant more carrots right now, but, like, this is what's happening. This might actually work. Wood is going to be the next big problem. We're doing okay on water right now. We've only got 2 days left of the drought. We've got carrots and everything. I actually do think we might make it through this drought, so that's good if we do. I would like to not lose this run. Well, it's got all the planks it needs. I expect we're still building stuff out here, which is fine. Fine, I guess. I would rather we focus on perfect. Alright. Actually, let's just set that to neutral. Not a medium. Gears, supply, slowly regaining beavers. I've actually got a beaver with nothing to do, which is first time in a minute. Yeah, you know what, go on the harvest crew. Okay. So we've got that happening there. We don't have any main storage for that yet. I'm actually going to go ahead and change this. Alright, tomorrow the drought's over. I am going to make the executive decision to leave these paused until I have less water, so that I can focus on other things first. Primarily building this. Here it comes. Alright, so the next thing I could do is totally blow up this area. Well, even if I just dam this off, it'll filter out that way, so that's fine. Still got 11 full-grown beavers, 3 babies. We're starting to stockpile some carrots again. Died of old age. Let's see how close we are to having a new... Yeah, that's good. Okay. So you'll be fine in a minute. We'll have a new beaver in a couple of seconds. Or a day, or however long it'll take. Alright. Water is back. Still leaving these off because I don't have the beavers to support it quite yet. Which is my main concern at the moment. I've got so much wood. Is there anything else I can build just for wood? Rooftop terraces. Prefer passive. See if everybody's getting the shrub. Yes, everybody is getting the shrub. I've got enough, I don't feel bad about doing this. Fucking phenomenal there. another one here. Sure, why not? As I've said before anybody comes at me, I'm purely trying to increase the speed at which the children reach adulthood. And, of course, the longevity of the adults. Okay, we're starting to do something here. We're gonna need more infrastructure if we're gonna support everybody again, though. At this point, I think I might just take out this whole area so that I can put in more farm stuff. I think that would be the best move. Especially since after they take that down, I can put them over here and let them take down all of this. So that'll work. What's up with you, buddy? I want to see him, please. Okay, nothing wrong with him now. Thirst. We're doing okay on water for now. Alright, we're cutting it too close. I'm going to start up some water. What got emptied? Gears. Of course it's the friggin' gears. Okay. Nothing down here. Alright, well, at this point, I think I am gonna stop the video here because at this point, we know we're gonna live. Probably. I'm starting to bounce back. I've got another day until there's a damn drought, which is not ideal, but, like, A, we're doing something. As long as we can get some frickin' water stockpiled, we should be fine, and then we could just do everything over the summer, as I'm gonna call it again. So, I am gonna go ahead and say, sign off on this one, so, bye. As always, thank you all for hanging out. I do genuinely appreciate having you here, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day, night, whatever it is for you. Bye!